want us to bring him to the city gates.
Doctor, what an unfortunate predicament you found yourself in. Kidnapped and brought here, of all places. Well, if you listen to me, you may yet survive this night. Here, this ring should help you stay out of the light. You have many enemies here. The darkness will shroud you from them. I'm off. Can't stay here. Look for the old lighthouse on the coast. I've left instructions there. Good luck, Doctor. There is more to this city than you can possibly imagine.
He's going to have our heads if we don't find him.
Keep quiet, fool. She has spies everywhere.
You first.
Are you joking? Did you see the claws on that thing? I'm not going anywhere near it until the others bring the dynamite.
Should we go check the Almanas?
The past steward has collapsed. No one has been able to make contact with the Keeper in months.
If you're reading this, that means you made it safely to the lighthouse. Good. My store is in the market district. It's not far from here. Rest if you need to, but don't delay. And whatever you do, don't look in the mirror.
Hello, Doctor. I had hoped for us to meet at my estate. No matter. I can guarantee your safe arrival. A promise few others here can make. The townsfolk are not fond of outsiders. Come to the market plaza before midnight. I will have one of my trusted servants pick you up by carriage. I'll be waiting.